Nigeria is Africa's largest oil producer, and for decades, its petroleum industry has been viewed as a male-dominated sector. Yet behind some of the country's biggest indigenous oil companies are women whose vision, resilience, and business acumen has transformed Nigeria's energy landscape. These women have built billion-naira enterprises, secured strategic oil blocks, expanded fuel distribution networks, and created thousands of jobs from deepwater exploration in the Gulf of Guinea to downstream petroleum marketing across Nigeria. Their influence stretches across the entire value chain. In this documentary, we meet 5 extraordinary women whose leadership has made them among the most influential figures in Nigeria's oil and gas industry. At the top of the list is Folorunsho Alakija, Executive Vice Chairman of FAMFA Oil Limited, one of Nigeria's most successful indigenous upstream oil companies. Founded in 1991 by Modupe and Folorunsho Alakija, FAMFA made history after receiving the license for OPL 216, later converted to OML 127, which contains the world-class Agbami field. Discovered in 1999 and producing since 2008, Agbami is one of Nigeria's largest deepwater oil fields with estimated recoverable reserves of about 900 million barrels of oil. At their peak production, the field produced around 250,000 barrels of oil per day, making it one of the country's most productive offshore assets. It is operated by Chevron, TruStar Deepwater Petroleum, with FAMFA as a major indigenous stakeholder. Alakija's journey from fashion entrepreneur to one of Africa's most influential oil investors demonstrates the power of vision, strategic partnership, and perseverance.
Of our ownership of something that we had suffered over the years. When we initially got into making inquiries in the oil industry from January 1991 to 1999, 8 years of our lifetime had passed. All our life savings had been put into it. We had taken a sole risk, meaning that if we did not strike oil and strike it in commercial quantity, we could have been wiped out. And it was after we had discovered oil in commercial quantity that the government decided to back into our block and say, okay, now that it's looking juicy, we want a part of that. We felt.
Another influential leader is Nkechi Obi, founder and chief executive officer of Techno Oil Limited. Techno Oil has become one of Nigeria's leading integrated downstream energy companies through investments in petroleum marketing, lubricant and liquefied petroleum gas, commonly known as LPG. The company established one of West Africa's largest lubricant blending plants, while also investing heavily in LPG infrastructures to encourage Nigerians to adopt cleaner cooking fuel. Under Nkechi Obi's leadership, Techno Oil has become synonymous with innovation, local manufacturing, and sustainable energy solutions. Her work supports Nigeria's broader goal of reducing dependence on firewood and promoting cleaner household energy.
Our mothers, in every household, they ensure that the family is fed. The still majority of them cook with firewood and kerosene, which are very, very unhealthy. This leads to about 79,000 deaths annually. We just must do something about it. Our businessmen can choose to look the other way, but as a woman, I can't. This is why Techno Oil went into this, to help deepen the penetration of cooking gas in Nigeria by building a 5 million annual capacity cylinder manufacturing plant and 12,000 metric tons LPG terminal. We owe our mothers something. Our mothers must cook to live and not cook to die. Setting up the only gas cylinder manufacturing plant in the whole of West Africa is a tough job, but someone has to do it. We are not unmindful that several cylinder manufacturing plants in Nigeria has collapsed in the past, but hopefully our story will be different. We insisted on this by looking beyond the challenges, but rather we looked at the benefits, the health of our women, the environment, job creation, and most importantly, the economy of Nigeria. God, the Nigerian people, and hopefully the government. God has been good to us. The Nigerian people have expressed interest in buying our quality cylinders, and we hope the government will encourage the growth of local industry by discouraging the importation of substandard gas cylinders, help in raising awareness, and even patronize us. As at date, Techno gas cylinders are buyer's choice. With 5 million annual capacity of our plant can meet the gas cylinder demand of the whole of West Africa. So there is basically no need for any corporate or government agency to spend forex importing cylinders into this country. There is no need exporting over 250,000 direct and indirect jobs this manufacturing plant can generate.
In 1998, Winifred Akpani founded Northwest Petroleum and Gas Company Limited. What started as a modest petroleum marketing business has grown into one of Nigeria's largest indigenous downstream companies. Today, Northwest Petroleum operates fuel stations nationwide, manages extensive petroleum storage facilities, and supplies aviation fuel, lubricants, diesel, and gas products to businesses across Nigeria. Her entrepreneurial journey highlights how discipline, strategic investment, and operational excellence can build a nationally recognized energy company from humble beginnings. She remains one of Nigeria's most respected female CEOs in the downstream petroleum sector.
As always in Northwest, we want to do the best. In Northwest, we always say exceed people's expectations. So we have again tried to give more than you expect by building this plant.
Another trailblazer is Uju Ifejika, founder and chairman of Britannia-U Nigeria Limited. Trained as a lawyer, she ventured into oil and gas at a time when very few Nigerian women owned upstream energy companies. Today, Britannia-U operates across exploration, production, marine logistics, engineering, and energy services, making it one of Nigeria's leading indigenous integrated oil companies. Her company has participated in several oil asset development and has consistently promoted local participation in Nigeria's upstream petroleum industry. Beyond business success, Nkechi Ifejika has become a role model for female professionals aspiring to enter exploration and production, the most technically demanding segment of the industry.
I think the Nigerian banks have improved so much on the lending side. In the past, when we started in 2007, it was difficult because I think I was the first company to be funded by then Union Bank, and First Bank and all the other ones, you know, they were not, the only ones that they are funding then was the IOCs. So from 2007 to now, it is a totally different ballgame, because when we, on our own side, when we bidded for assets that was up for divestment, and we bidded for $1.6 billion. You know, the Nigerian bank had a syndication, and then we were able to raise that. I didn't go outside to look for the money. So for them, they have moved from where they were some years back, where I said, no, this is not an area that we want to go into, you know, to now they're having a larger appetite, you know, having to syndicate, you know, join forces with other banks to raise big, huge amounts to fund the divestments that are, you know, have been going on for the past few months and years.
Completing the top 5 is Ngozi Ekeoma, founder and managing director of Nepal Energies Limited. After training as a lawyer, she built Nepal Energies into one of Nigeria's respected downstream petroleum companies. The company supplies petroleum products to industries, commercial users, and retail markets while investing in logistics and storage infrastructure that improves fuel availability across Nigeria. Her success illustrates that leadership in the oil industry extends beyond engineering. It also requires sound corporate governance, financial discipline, and effective supply chain management. Today, Nepal Energies stand among the country's notable indigenous energy companies.
My name is Mrs. Ngozi Ekeoma, and I'm an investor. Mentoring section was good, the networking was good, but for me, the pitching was the climax for me. And my advice is keep doing what you're doing, learn, read, and be structured. That's the only way you can move forward. Once your business gets into the market, especially for those that are manufacturing or even those that are into tech, once there is market acceptability, you are there. And how do you know market acceptability? I happen to be in one of the mentorship class, and the mentor said to them, your problem is not your competitor. Your problem is your customer. So get to know what the customer wants and just work towards providing what the customer, and you're going to be in the business for the long haul.
The stories of Folorunsho Alakija, Uju Ifejika, Winifred Akpani, Nkechi Obi, and Ngozi Ekeoma prove that Nigeria's energy industry is no longer defined solely by male leadership. Together, these women have invested billions of naira in exploration, production, refining, petroleum marketing, gas infrastructure, and logistics. Their companies have generated employment, strengthened indigenous participation, and inspired countless young Nigerian women to pursue careers in engineering, geoscience, finance, and energy entrepreneurship. As Nigeria implements the Petroleum Industry Act, expands domestic gas utilization, and pursues energy transition, female leadership is expected to become even more influential. Their achievements are a reminder that the future of Nigeria's oil and gas industry will be driven not only by natural resources, but by visionary leaders willing to transform opportunity into lasting national development. If you are enjoying this documentary, take a moment to support 1010 Media by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. We bring you well-researched documentaries on Nigeria, Africa, business, history, infrastructure, and the remarkable people shaping the continent. Your support helps us continue telling these important stories. Now let's continue our journey into the women transforming Nigeria's oil and gas industry. The stories of these remarkable women remind us that success in Nigeria's oil and gas industry is not determined by gender, but by vision, courage, innovation, and perseverance. From securing billion-dollar oil assets to building indigenous energy companies, they have helped redefine what is possible for the future generations of African entrepreneurs. Thank you for watching this documentary. If you found it informative, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and colleagues, and subscribe to 1010 Media for more in-depth documentaries on Nigeria, Africa, business, technology, history, and development. We would also love to hear from you. Which of these women inspires you the most? And are there other influential women in Nigeria's energy industry you think deserve recognition? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, I'm your host, and this is 1010 Media, documenting stories today for tomorrow.